The Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 is an important watch. It is more than just a successor to the Galaxy Watch 3, marking a shift in how Samsung produces its wearables and the biggest challenge to the Apple Watch's dominance in some time. There's less than a week to go until Samsung Unpacked on August 11th, when the Galaxy Watch 4 will be announced. Samsung will no doubt cover the watch in detail, but just 3 elements are likely to make it stand out. These are those elements. The software is the most important aspect of the Galaxy Watch 4. It will be the lead watch of the new era of Wearos, Google's smartwatch platform. This is an interesting one. Samsung watches like the Galaxy Watch 3 use a Samsung-owned platform called Tizen, and it is more of a functional success than Wear OS in its current form. Tizen is designed around the round shape of the watches that use it. Moving through its areas feels responsive, and baked-in features are good, particularly from a fitness and running perspective. Current generation Wear OS feels slower, and the platform relies more heavily on the idea you should want to run apps from your wrist. But its app library is poor, nowhere near as strong as the Apple Watch's. Some of the most appealing apps from Wearos' early years, like Runkeeper and TripAdvisor, were quietly discontinued because it wasn't worth the developers' time to keep them updated. It's easy to understand why. Samsung and Huawei moved away from Wear OS fairly quickly, like star actors leaving a TV show for other, more promising projects. The new Wear OS has a chance to regain some of the initial momentum it had, with Fitbit and Samsung on board. A leaked social media teaser video also suggests new Wear OS will have no less of a focus on apps than the old version, showing an app screen that invites comparisons with the Apple Watch system. One UI points to one reason Samsung may have been willing to return. In older versions of Wear OS, the watches feel virtually identical to use. Some might run slower than others, but manufacturer tweaks largely extended to custom watch faces and pre-installed apps. The new Wear OS is more like Android, and lets companies like Samsung redesign the look of the system. As such, the Galaxy Watch 4 can seem like a Samsung watch, rather than a Google Watch with Samsung hardware, because it has a One UI software layer on top. Senses and health data have become something of a sparring ground for wearables makers, best exemplified by the Fitbit Sense. It has an electrodermal activity sensor, which uses sweat production as a stress indicator. It's a great idea in theory. But in practice, the user has to hold thumb and forefinger to the watch casing for a couple of minutes, which ends up a meditation-like process that in itself is going to affect your stress readings. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 is rumored to have a body composition monitor, which could well be a great addition to a fitness watch.